Afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Kakashi's class, where we are going to focus on your base strength, agility and reflexes, cardio, and finally the direction of your motion. Stay tuned at the end for a bonus scene. Let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is work on your base strength. You need this type of strength in your thighs and really just the base of your body to do all of the cool things that Kakashi does. First up is the Asian squat. So if you've ever watched anime, you've seen people do this. They squat all over the place, Yakuza mainly. But since we don't work all those muscles on a daily basis in the West, you're going to have to work up to it. So first, use a chair to kind of work your way down. You're really working the tops of your thighs and easing yourself down to where you could perhaps touch the floor. Hold it for about 30 seconds. At this stage of the game, you don't have to worry about your heels touching the floor yet. But practice this every day, once a day, and eventually as you sink down, you'll feel comfortable to put your heels down. But don't push yourself or do it before you're ready because your muscles won't be in the correct position. Now you're going to do 1 minute of still the assisted version, and it doesn't matter if your heels pop up, but you're going to go up and down. And if you find a spot that's difficult, hold it for a few seconds. Maybe bounce where you are a little bit to get into those challenging areas. Once you've been doing these exercises consistently every day, you can go down into your squat and remove your hands. Shift back onto your heels without assistance from the chair and see how you do. Also, I'm going to put in the description box the YouTuber that I got these exercises from so that you can take a look at his video, which is much more detailed. Finally, add chair leg lifts to your daily routine. You're going to lift up your leg and hold it for maybe about 5 seconds before dropping it. And this is really going to help work those muscles that you use in the Asian squat and that Kakashi uses for like everything he does in battle. Finally, you can sink into Asian squat like a true anime character. Next, we're going to do a short series of calf strengthening exercises. The first one is just a simple lift. Next, you're going to turn your toes out wide and lift. You're going to do each of these exercises, each of these variations for 1 minute. This next one is a little awkward. It looks awkward. It feels awkward, but you're going to turn your toes inward and lift. I would say this one maybe for 30 seconds if you're not used to working these muscles. And now just give me 30 seconds to a minute of just the regular feet facing forward lifts. Do these every day to get strong calf muscles, and any of the variations that you saw me do, you can add weights if it's too easy for you, if you just want to challenge yourself. Next, I want you to look up a variety of martial arts how-to videos. So online, no one seemed to know what style Kakashi used. I don't know that he really used a specific style, but to me it seemed like a mixed martial arts, mostly a combination of wushu and karate. But I want you to get a dash of jeet kundo to give you the speed, ability to hit in weak spots, and offense at the expense of defense that we see in the copycat ninja. Next, we're going to work on your agility and reflexes. Since we can't actually do shadow clone jutsu, we have to compensate by being fast. And the first way that you're going to accomplish that is by doing sprints, whether it's indoors like I'm doing because it was really cold outside, or you could go outside and do 3 times there and back. So you get to pick your preferred distance or track. Next, you're going to play dodgeball with yourself. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you are going to look really silly doing this, but it's good for building reflexes. Try to throw the ball where you're not paying attention to how it's going to bounce off, and you can either catch it or try to dodge it in some way, but this is just going to build your reflexes and your ability to react quickly. Now we're on to cardio. So I want you to run twice a week, once focused on speed and once focused on distance. So, of course, with each one, you're going to try to go a little faster than you normally do or a little bit farther than you normally do. Also, not pictured here, I want you to swim at least once a week, swim some laps. And if possible, if you do a martial art, you could spar. Next, I want you to do 4 3-minute rounds of jump roping with a minute's rest in between each one. And you can get funky. You can do some jump rope tricks if you know them. Anything like that is just going to help with your coordination. And then you get some overlap between cardio and coordination practice. This next section of exercises is going to help you focus your mind and to direct your motion accurately. The first thing that I want you to do to improve that is to look up a video that goes through warrior poses. So there are a lot of yoga videos out there that take you through a series of warrior poses such as these, and that's a really good way to do a lot of the things that we've talked about. It works on your base strength still, but it also helps you focus and even focus on how to isolate your muscles to hold yourself up while you're doing a lot of different things. Next, I want you to look up a yoga video of any kind you'd like, and just enjoy relaxing and going through your body's range of motion at your own pace. Next up is Tai Chi. So again, just look up a Tai Chi video that seems pretty reputable, and you're just going to follow the instructions on the screen. So this one is really fun to me because it feels easy. Like what you're doing doesn't feel super challenging, but once you're done, your body moves more easily through a range of motions. And if I'm honest, I feel a little bit sore after doing it. So it really is a workout that helps to isolate your muscles, but also to train you to move through a variety of motions. And last but never least, don't forget your stretches. Choose stretches that specifically work muscles that you have worked throughout this workout. Try to stretch for at least a total of 10 minutes. The last activity of this focus section is focused on your mind. So Kakashi was called Copycat Kakashi. He was strategic and employed his techniques at the right time in battle. So to practice this, you're going to play strategy games like Magic the Gathering. All the Magic the Gathering fans, if you couldn't tell what was happening there, I was playing Saruman, and I passed the turn to the opponent and flung a giant orc army at them for game. So, strategy. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed your afternoon with Kakashi. I hope that your body feels a little more relaxed and a little more limber and a lot stronger. Have a great day. Yep, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Yeah, I locked myself outside the house while making an exercise video. Yeah, that would be great. Thanks. I should lock the door, I said. I might go around the corner, I said. Come on, you work out all the time. Got some really long fingernails right now. I'm a ninja. I think I could just Chidori it open or something. Well, I guess I could just practice my Asian squat while I wait.